Hi guys, welcome back to Technical Gaming, and this is Eric. Today's video I'm gonna showcase to you my Carino Lethal Flash split shot build. This is a pure physical build that I'm trying to come up with. So far this build is kind of cheap though. Let me just show you just quick how much the investment that we have for this build. Alright, so let's just start with the candle. Basically you can just start with some basic candle, but the reason why I bought this is because of the sealed mana for aura skill. I'm just trying to ramp it up, so it has 14. You just do the math. 18. We also have 3 for Watcher's Hold, and I'm gonna show you later. And Arminius Confession, only 4 FE. This one is only 8, but I saw that there are some only the reason why it's 8 FE because it's actually a corroded version, but you really don't have to have this corroded version. But I saw some only 1 or 2 FEs only for this severed wrist, so it's very cheap. But the reason why I bought this one is because you can only equip this for level 74, but this one you can equip this just in level 60. Okay, as you can see, I just bought it for 3 FE. For Master Spice, chest guard is only 10 FE. What else? Vengeance Bullet for 10 FE, 15 FE, and Finger Bone is only 6 FE. So that's the only investment that we have so far, and we're running time mark 5 without any issues so far. So this is only a day 1, and just I'm trying to showcase to you this build, and I'm gonna showcase the map later after this video. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, consider subscribing and leave a like, because we're consistently uploading Torchlight Infinite content like guides, updates, and especially builds. We're trying to build some cheap builds as much as possible, where you can actually play all the content for Torchlight Infinite. So without further ado, let's jump over to the equipment that we have. So I just actually got this from the Netherrealm. I dropped it, but you can actually buy it for only 1 FE, as you can see here, or 5 FE. It's not corroded. This is a simple one. Right, this is only just to have more clear on the map. That's why I equipped this. And also it's a dex helmet, so it provides projectile damage and speed as well. So this is the chest that we have. It's kind of bit expensive because it has 1 active skill level, and it's more on legendary. When I bought this, I just enchant this with max lightning rest, just to cap our resistances. For Flow Amulet, this is actually just dropped in the Netherrealm. I didn't bought this, but it has 46 projectile damage, regeneration of mana, because it's also important to have mana regen, and it has good stats such as percent damage per 16 stats, and also resistances and erosion. I just enchant this. For the gloves, we have the Watcher's Hold, because it provides already a 12% projectile damage, and it has physical attacks to the physical damage to attacks, because it's a pure physical build. So you really need to focus on physical attacks for this build. Okay, so I just have the erosion rest enchanted here. This also one, I just got that from the Netherrealm. So I got it for 39% physical damage already and regen, and then I just crafted this, just added a cold rest and blur effect, and enchant this with movement speed, just to provide movement. This one is actually came from my previous build that I'm trying to make, but it didn't work out, so I just put it here because it provides elemental resistances. Not that really it should be physical, just like this ring, but it has added physical damage to attacks and spells. But of course, it's not yet optimized. We're just simply starting. This is our first day of showcasing this build. And again, for the weapons, we have Severed Wrist, because it provides 45% attack speed from the main hand, and together with the damage. You don't have to have a corroded version for this, but it's much better if you have a corroded version for the chance to blur on critical strike because we are also hitting critical strike on our build. Now let's go over to our rest. As you can see, cap all the rest. The cold and fire, we're working on the erosion and lightning rest. It's almost there, only 2%. Let's just jump over to the skill. Of course, for split shot, we have tendon slicer with added physical damage, slow projectile, wind projectile, and multiple projectile. We also have the life source, basically for our life. Our mobility skill is centralized reloading. The reason why we need to have this is because it provides flat damage already. As you can see, it's 101% flat damage together with +2 projectile quantity for the next projectile skill while the buff is in effect. Although this is not the ideal mobility skill that you have, but it's really mobility plus damage altogether, so this one is really good. Of course, vulnerability, because we need to have physical damage to our attack, so we need the debuff from our to our enemy for physical damage. For double damage, we have Fixate with Mania and Mass Effect. For the auras, we have precise projectiles with Selfishness, Concentrated, and Stand as 1. Acuteness Imbue with Imbue buff. And lastly, just simply summon Thunder Spirit. For the Soul Candle, of course, it has physical damage. I bought this because it has movement speed and it's kind of cheap. And this one too, it has sealed mana for aura skill just to provide us, or so we don't lack more on mana. Okay, and it has elemental resistance and physical damage, really nice. And then let's go over to the talent. Of course, since this is a pure physical build, we go to God of War because it provides more on physical damage. So our first talent is Brutality. Next is our Endless Favor for us to have Fervor. Next is Shadow Dancer. Let me just scroll all the way here. Our first talent would be Blunt, again for physical damage and injury buffer, and Open Wounds for traumatized and critical strike damage to our enemies. Last but not the least is Marksman. There you go. We have Gale. We also have close range fire, just in case we're near, especially in boss. It's really helpful. And probably we're gonna buy 3 birds in 1 stone for our pedigree, just to provide us more projectile to our disposal. We don't have the divinity states yet. For the hero traits, so we have this mobile reload, just a dark shot for our mobility skill, so we can trigger centralized reloading from time to time. Reload the ammo, of course, and we have the lethal interval for the darkness interval, and we have the finger bone, just simply projectile speed and projectile damage. Same thing goes to the hero memories. We have projectile speed, damage, together with this one as well. And we're gonna buy the third one for the same affixes like this. Okay, now let's just go over to the Pact Spirit. Of course, we have the Pact Spirits that has projectile damage, just like this. If you don't have this, that's fine. Just kindly work with the other Pact Spirit that has the increased projectile damage, speed, and attack critical strike, just like this. I added this elemental resistance, Night of Pale Blue, just in case, because we're trying to cap or help us to cap our elemental resistance. This added percentage for elemental rest is really helpful, together with damage mitigation as well. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this showcase for the first day of our Carino, Torchlight Infinite Carino Lethal Flash Split Shot build. So I'm gonna showcase to you the map so you can see how this one actually worked in the Nether Realm. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like to help us grow. And thank you so much again for watching until the end. See you on our next update.
need some time. It's your honor to be judged by a member of the Herman family. I'll need some time. Your reign of evil ends here!